Yes, sir. Milton Williams is a stud. James Bradberry proposed trade options. I'm getting sick and tired of the power struggle between Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts. Let's talk about it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Lil Brunson back at you with the back at you, and I am the best reporting on the Eagles. As always, before we get into the meat and potatoes, I got to let you guys know that this video was brought to you by Mando. Big Mando in the building. You know how Mando coming, man. They got all the refreshments you need to keep yourself in tune, in shape. You know what I'm saying? You want to smell good, use code LB2020. Shop all the products. They got everything, man. You can hit the sack with the wipes, deodorant, body wash, everything, man. The link is the code is in the description. You want to check out Mando for sure. Also, I got some new music coming out this Monday. Me and D-Lo, you know what I mean? The joint project is on the way. You make sure you tap in with that right now and pre-save it. Whatever you do, the 24th is going down. Let's get into some Eagles news real quick. So, man, Milton Williams is looking good. Milton Williams is looking like he's coming out here, you know, to prove a lot of people wrong. You see him throwing up 475, you know what I mean, with ease. I think Milton Williams is coming for some quality starting minutes, man. Some quality starting minutes. And this is the thing about a guy like Milton Williams. Howie Roseman loves players like this who proves themselves in training camp and things of that nature. Howie Roseman just loves these guys because this is similar to what happened with Josh Sweat. When you think about it, Josh Sweat was, I think, a later round pick, you know what I mean, if I'm not mistaken. Milton Williams, a fourth round pick, you know what I mean, a guy who didn't, you know, get starter minutes, but a guy that Howie Roseman wouldn't have to pay at the premium if he wanted to extend them. You know what I'm saying? So what the going rate for a defensive tackle in the National Football League right now is a bag. Look at what Dexter Lawrence gets and guys like that. You know what I'm saying? First round picks. Milton Williams is going to be a little lower than that, man, because of where he was drafted at and the fact that he played behind people and didn't have to show that he was, you know what I mean, a first round, like an every down guy or whatever the case may be, or a bona fide starter yet, which I believe he has those traits. But Milton Williams is definitely going to get extended by the Philadelphia Eagles because it will come at a price that won't cost so much. And we know that the performance is still there. So I like what Milton Williams is doing, bro. Milton Williams, man, I'm telling you, man, that's my dark horse guy for one of the best interior defensive linemen, you know what I mean, after Jalen Carter on the roster this year, man. So Bleacher Report came out here and proposed a James Bradberry trade. You know what I mean? The proposal was James Bradberry to the Jaguars for a 6th round pick. And they asked, would you do it? I would absolutely do it because they would have to pay that money. You could save some money, man. Instead of us, you know, trying to transition this guy over to safety, you know, I just don't think it's going to happen. I don't like it. I don't like the idea of it. But there are reports from guys like Zach McPherson saying he's looking good. Of course, that's what his teammates are going to say. I'm not saying I don't have no faith in him, but if a trade like that came on the table so you could get a draft pick for him, knowing how much money he'd make, I think the Philadelphia Eagles would be absolutely crazy, you know what I mean, not to take that deal. You know, James Bradberry gave us a lot. He did have a bad year last year, but the facts are the facts, man. You could save some money. You know what I mean? You drafted Cooper DeJean, who could play safety. You got Gardner Johnson back, who could play safety. Sidney Brown is on a come up. Reed Blankenship is looking to have a rebound year as well. So, you know what I mean? The way I see it is, you know, if somebody got a pick for it, I think we could go out there and grab that pick. The Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni thing, man, it's been in the news a lot. A lot of people are taking this story and running with it, man. It's growing some of the weirdest legs that I've ever seen, for real, man. But, you know, I've spoke on my stance on this, you know, a lot, actually. You know, my stance is the same on this, man. I don't think it's so much about Jalen Hurts. You know what I mean? I don't think it's so much about Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni. I think it's, you know, more about, you know, Kellen Moore. This is about what Kellen Moore can do for Jalen Hurts and what Jalen Hurts can do for Kellen Moore. You know what I mean? I'm on record saying, you know, my biggest fear of the season is probably Nick Sirianni, but in all actuality, Kellen Moore and Jalen Hurts have to gel, and they got to do it fast. You know, Jalen Hurts is working overtime with Saquon Barkley. Jalen Hurts is putting in the work, and it's just, you know, Jalen Hurts has always been a worker. He's always been a worker, man. He's been to the playoffs every year. He's been a starter. You can't question Jalen Hurts. You know what I mean? But I can question Nick Sirianni, man. The coaching display last year in the playoffs, I just can't get over that. And the only way that he can, you know what I mean, make me forget about that is another playoff run. My last impression of Nick Sirianni in a do-or-die situation was him being stubborn and not running the ball when you're missing A.J. Brown. So I'm team Jalen Hurts on this, bro. You could find a head coach. The pieces are in place for the Philadelphia Eagles. Obviously, Sirianni is the guy. Obviously, I believe this is a contender. You know what I mean? But we got some soul searching to do, man. We got to do something to quiet the noise. Maybe Jalen Hurts and Nick Sirianni, they need to go out and get crab cakes together or something. Go do something, bro. I'm tired of hearing about it, man. Go do a fake PR stunt at this point or something. If y'all don't really like each other, that's cool. But make us believe y'all do. Go play bumper cars or something, man. I'm fine with that. I don't think it's no real issue. But the media is eating this one up. They are eating this one up, man, and it's just a shame because it's taking the focus off of the contender. They're trying to do everything to deter us from the fact that the Philadelphia Eagles, in fact, are contenders, and that's just what it is. In other news, man, A.J. Brown has just, continuously stepped up as a leader since coming to the Philadelphia Eagles. Everybody labeled him as a diva. They had a lot of crazy things to say about A.J., you know what I mean? And a lot of that stuff, really, man, when you think about it, really don't hold no weight no more, man. You see A.J. Brown stepping up, trying to get guys together in the National Football League to have a wide receiver university type thing like the tight ends are doing. Slay got the cornerbacks, you know what I mean, together. They talk in talks of having something like that happen. Now A.J. trying to do it. This is what leaders do. So shout out to Slay and shout out to A.J. Brown, setting the example for the guys that's under them. A.J. Brown, you talking about the best wide receiver in the league. You talking about a guy that got an extension while he got an extension. You know what I'm saying? Well, he got an extension. A lot of people can learn from that, man. You know what I mean? From both sides of that. If your organization keep you happy, then you're able to go out here and do stuff like this and be positive. Money not an issue. Your contract not an issue. Where your family going to be the next couple of years not an issue for A.J. Brown. So, I really, really like that. I like that aspect of it. I like A.J. Brown stepping out there and being a leader for the Philadelphia Eagles and being a presence for other wide receivers in the National Football League. You know what I mean? That's dope. It's dope to have that on your team. So salute to A.J. Brown and also salute the big play Slay. Reports have come out that, Fangio said out of his own mouth that the defense was bad. You know what I mean? Last year. So he's aware. He knows. You know what I mean? He knows. But, as the latest episode of the Super Friends, we did that yesterday, actually. You know what I mean? I talked to Louis T, you know what I mean? And I think Louis T had a little valid concern on the episode. Check that out if you didn't get a chance to. He said maybe the NFL has caught up to the coaching style of Fangio. But I'll say this about that, man. A lot of people copy the Fangio, style defense, but none of them ain't Fangio. You know what I mean? You could copy a lot of stuff, but none of it's Fangio, man. You know what I mean? So we just got to see what Fangio brings to the table. And I'm excited, man. The season is getting closer and closer and closer. It's going to be a lot of speculation, a lot of news, but the Philadelphia Eagles are going to continue to do what they do to stay in front of it, man. Also, man, all the merch, go ahead, man. The link in the description, the iconic Hurt Season hat. They still jumping out the gym. You know what I mean? Ski mask, how we tease, things of that nature, man. It's all up there. It's all up there. It's all up there. Let me know what you think in the comments, man.